a little bit dark in here, so this is not going to look as nice, but here's a picture of the frame that I coveted. It's got a little bit of damage, but I can't find it easily, so that's good. It needs a little bit of a clean, but it also has this painting inside of it. And I actually really like it because it's got this wonderful yellow. It's more like a yellow-orange, really, but it's a cute painting. I like it. I don't know who that is, so if anyone just happens to figure it out, let me know. I have doubts about that, but it's a really nice frame that I'm gonna have to steal and put something in there. I have one piece of watercolor paper that I can mount on a thing like this. It's literally just sitting in here from the tension of the wire, which is an interesting method. I think it's more typical to glue it in there, but it's an interesting idea if I wanted a non-permanent option, I suppose. It looks good in this frame too, but you know, I bought it so that I can borrow the frame. Thanks. I don't know who you are, I'm sorry. We just were installing this like IKEA lamp. Somebody abandoned one of those cool robot IKEA lamps, you know, like the ones that are round and then they open up into a spaceship looking thing. But it is kind of like weird and tacky. All the tacky glory. During my inventory count day, I realized that I had sold both of the hummingbird prints. It's a cute picture. It's kind of busy because this was supposed to be like a Studio Ghibli-esque drawing challenge or whatever. I wonder if anyone ever looks at this and gets kind of offended. Like the theme of this was if a hummingbird was a famous teenage YouTuber, like what would his bedroom look like? He's got this book, or maybe it's a vinyl. It has to be a vinyl because it's a sound, right? But it's called Butt Whistles, and that's when like the hummingbird goes up in the sky and then goes down really, really fast to make wind fly through the feathers to make a sharp whistling noise, flirting with lady hummingbirds, right? So in a way, it's kind of like dirty literature, right? And I also have like bouquets of flowers, and all of these jars are like gifts from fans. It's got this pinup poster here, this naughty of another bird showing off her butt. Dreams of places it wants to go in the future for future YouTube videos. Maybe a travel vlogger. Dandelion seeds in your typical terrarium thing that was really trendy for a while, because you gotta be trendy. It's got the fairy lights. But yeah, every single dandelion is a wish for the future, you know, because influencing teenagers are all about manifesting, right? So this is like about each one is his manifestation of things that he wants to do. And I just thought it was kind of funny. You know, people who have bought this print probably aren't really aware of all the details and stuff, so I'm sharing it now. I forget about things. I make things and I completely forget about them. We're just having fun over here. It's on my tiny tree. There's so many birds. What are you doing with my stick? Update on the gouache situation. I finally started not really fussing about the gouache or having it accidentally dry out or mold or whatever. And as a result, it is convenient as heck. It's exactly what I wanted, what I was hoping, and I've been using it a bit more. Like, I'm not good. I was practicing with some screenshots from Franard's recent vlog or whatever. There's some really good compositions in her vlog that I thought were, you know, kind of nice. So I was just playing with that. And yeah, I like it. As like a really quick kind of like sketchbooky media, it's exactly kind of what I wanted. Art journaling and stuff. It's nice. I don't have to open tubes or whatever. And the reason why it doesn't really look that messed up, it looks kind of messed up over here. I've been doing it as close to the edge as possible. That's because, you know, if the surface dries a bit, I've just been kind of adding water and then mixing them all up. A lot of these like little bits of green or whatever will just kind of get mixed into it, and it is what it is, right? Hi, Maggie. You want something? Part of my decision to make vlogs part of the regular like Thursday video schedule was because doing both was too much. That technically almost halves the videos that I have to make with complete art. And now I'm just kind of like caught up because I haven't been vlogging. Someone was like, I only really do vlogs if there is a very distinct storyline where a very specific thing happens and everything just kind of, it's like a 3-part act kind of thing in life. And that doesn't really happen that often. So it's like Thursday, I think, and I haven't even thought about what I wanted to make next week. What I like to do is I would like to get ahead on Patreon stuff, because even though I may not feel like sketching all the time, so I might just get all of that stuff done this week, schedule it. I'm not making finished paintings. It seems like I've actually gone down to like 1 painting a month pretty much. I'm gonna have to fill half a gallery in May. Not really been thinking about it, and now that it is mid-January, I'm gonna have to start thinking about it, and they're starting to ask me for statements and stuff. So let's just get all the Patreon stuff out of the way. The YouTube video thing, vlogging thing, posting art on social media, especially like in January where there's not a whole lot to get excited about. So like, what do you do as an artist? Like, how do you maintain momentum when honestly like the rest of the world is also going kind of slowly this time of year? So this is kind of like the perfect time to do like experimental things, planning things. I've never been good at New Year's resolutions or future planning and stuff like that. What are y'all working on this year? I need to plan how to make a show opening as interesting as it can be. If you're lucky, you sort of have a bunch of people just kind of walking around awkwardly. At least that's how I feel when I go to show openings. At a party, you might have a place to take photos, an interactive game of some kind. I think I had an idea for a while where I was going to do the paintings, where I was going to hide the astronaut cat character in it, and I could have made a little scavenger hunt list, or if like the first person who finds all of them will get a free copy of my little cat zine that I made. That would be really fun. Should I do that? Is that dumb? I don't know. And get people sort of talking to each other and sharing hints. Alternatively, I guess you can do an artist trading card meetup at the same time in the location. Like, there's so many things that I could do and I haven't really thought about it. So now I feel like I need to think about it so that I can tie everything in together into one big interactive art thing, even though it's a joint show. So I'll probably want to coordinate with the other artist who I haven't met, or I don't even know who it is. My original partner at that show that I was supposed to be sharing the gallery with did some interesting like abstract Lego stuff. The new Lego sets, and you use it to like make little art. Those look so cool, and they have so many colors, and I thought like, oh man, if we had coordinated, we could have done this cool interactive art piece maybe, where we would bring more of those Lego pieces and just have people contribute to a big one. Kind of activity bonds people together and makes people more open to talking and meeting each other. So she isn't going to be in the show anymore, so I'm like, oh, I should find out who this person is and what they do. Stalk them. Coordinate what kind of interesting ideas can we come up with that isn't just standing and looking at art. You know, because I don't have very good social skills. I'm very shy. I need to go more with my strengths. Melding into the background while everybody else has fun. So I need to set up something where people are having fun. And then that way they can associate our opening with a good time and positive feelings. And that would be perfect. Oh, there's feet. What the heck? He's trying to get him. What the heck? Nope. Got him.
You got him?
Oh no, he's leaving.
What's that? Now what? He's done.
Now he's done. What a jerk.
Look at this beautiful little land.
Look at him.